friend, welcome back to the vlog. This morning I sort of got the urge, the itch, a rash rather, to come thrift shopping because I don't know, I just really enjoy it. It's like my happy place because you never know what you're gonna find, and sometimes you'll find some beautiful home decor or even some good DIY project ideas, maybe something that you can transform and kind of just get creative. So I'm here at the thrift store. I'm here right before they open and see if I can find some treasures. Let's go take a look. Okay, so I just spotted this large sideboard. It's so beautiful actually. This would be so cool. Too bad it's sold. I actually like this a lot. It looks nice and sturdy. It's got the glass. If I bought this, but of course it's sold, I would probably put like some rattan on the front. But I think this is so cool. I like the wood color too. Darn. This is a cute little bench. I don't like the color of this. I probably would strip this down, sand it, and maybe restain it. I don't like the orange. I do like sort of the storage that it has in there. This is perfect maybe by the end of a bed. It even has that leather seat. Such a cool bench. Here's a cool little bowl. I don't think it's vintage, but I do like the color of this, and I don't know, I think it's just a nice little bowl, maybe for some fruit or something. It looks antique, but it's probably from like Ross or something. I don't know. I think this might be a crystal vase, or bowl rather. I think it's so pretty. I like how the light refracts from this. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I could do this all day. This is a cool little pot right here. I love the sort of glazing pattern that it has. Perfect for just a little plant. This is a cool tall vase. I love the earthy brown. It even has sort of some rope jute. Can somebody tell me what these are? They're not for me, but I do think they're very cute. This is clearly someone's collection of, I don't know, cute little things. I don't know, caricatures. They're kind of cool. Now this is a pretty little vase right here. I really love the color. I think I'm taking this home. What's this? This is sort of like a chrome bowl. I think this is very sculptural. I don't know, I kind of like this. It definitely needs some good cleaning, maybe a polish, but I do like the shape of this. Now this is an unexpected find. This is a large bottle opener, wine bottle opener for $15. I feel like this would definitely cost more. It's kind of cool. I'm not a drinker though. Looks like autumn is around the corner. It's practically here. What's this? This is kind of interesting. It's like a large storage basket of some kind, maybe a vase. It has sort of a cane detail. Kind of cool.
I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it
furniture. Now this is a really interesting like media cabinet entertainment center situation. It has 3 pieces. It's $50 per piece.
Will you carry me like I am whole again?
I kind of like this. I don't know. I don't need the whole set.
Hold on.
Does anybody need a vintage student desk? This would be kind of cool on an entryway for some reason. This is a side table. Like, it looks like it's white oak. It has the hexagonal shape, right? Yeah, 6 hexagon shape. I don't know. I kind of like this. This kind of reminds me of something I would find at Crate and Barrel, and I don't know. I actually really like the finish of this, and I think this would be cool. It'd be awesome if there was a second table, but this has plenty of storage inside. It looks very sturdy. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this side table? Do you think it's a keeper or not? Little handmade shelf situation. This honestly gives me a DIY idea for a future shelf. This is a cool dining table. Now, it's not for me, but the price is definitely good. I like these chairs. They're a little bit wobbly though. Okay, I know this is weird, but these decoy Canadian geese, you know where it would look cool? Out in the front yard. Yeah, I know that sounds kind of weird, but I don't know. This would be kind of interesting for a landscape situation. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's too weird. I don't know. This is a beautiful lamp. Kind of reminds me of a Ralph Lauren lamp. Very good quality. It even has this like light bulb inside. I love this sort of bubbled glass situation. It's like brushed brass. I don't like the lampshade though, but oh my gosh, this is a really cool lamp. There's also this other one right here. It's very heavy. Maybe it's like wrought iron with brass. Oh, the details of this is so perfect. Like, look at this. Just needs a nice lampshade. I don't know if it works or not. I wish there was a second one. This squiggly thing is kind of cool. Does anyone know what this is? I feel like maybe it is a paper towel holder. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Of course, I'm always drawn towards patina metals. This little pot set situation, $16.99. I don't know if that's a good price or not for something like this, but of course I probably wouldn't use this, but it'd be more decorative use. But I think it's kind of cool. What are your thoughts on this? This is interesting. It's sort of a egg shape. Actually, not really egg. Solid wood turned thing situation. I don't know. Like a sculpture almost. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know about the price though. Maybe it's fine. Okay, this is really cool. I have a lamp, a tortoise glass lamp, but this looks like a vase for $6.99. I think it's pretty darn cool. I love this. What are your thoughts? This would look so pretty with like a tea light inside or something. This is of course a brass candle holder. I always am drawn to these. This is solid brass. I think it's so pretty too. There's also this handmade little vase. Unfortunately it is cracked, but I think the colors of this is so beautiful and I think very inspiring for maybe some artwork or something. This is a beautiful little footed, I don't know what this is actually, but I do like the colors of this. I think it's a perfect way to maybe extend a neutral color palette. Turquoise and blue, beautiful. Does anybody need a doll? Cowboy doll? I don't know. Now this is a cool little cat mug for my cat lovers out there. I wonder what this is, and if this is some sort of like alcohol bottle or I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I wonder what it is, what its original use. Handmade pottery is always a go-to at a thrift store. This little mug tea set situation is kind of cool. Large artwork is pretty neat. I like the art inside. I also really like the frame. I think it's beautiful. I I found and bought some treasures. I cannot wait to show you. I'll show you when I get home. I'll do like a little haul, maybe some styling ideas. I want to hit up another thrift store or two that are nearby. But I will say, I think I was like the fourth person in, and within a matter of 20 minutes, it got pretty busy. So if you're new to thrifting, I would highly recommend kind of going as soon as they open, just because there isn't a lot of people yet, and that kind of just gives you the opportunity to kind of browse through some of the things that maybe you might not find later in the day. But I don't know, it just depends on the thrift store. At least I know that some, they're constantly like restocking throughout the day. Some of them kind of do it towards the end of the day before or right before they open. So I don't know, it just depends on the thrift store. But I got some gems I can't wait to show you. But first, let's hit up thrift store number 2. Alright, so here is a set of 4 dining chairs, solid wood. The style is not really my style, but if you were looking for some solid wood dining chairs, hit up your thrift stores because you could potentially find something. Maybe refinish the color. I definitely see the potential with these. This is a pretty green sort of picture. It looks like hand-blown glass almost. I'm not exactly sure. I think this is a really beautiful picture for summer. Oh my, we got some cat plates here. This is kind of interesting. There's each one has cats in them. Honestly, that's kind of cute. I wonder if this is like someone's collection, or I don't know. Did somebody die and they donated their cat things? Kind of sad. Anyways, I really like these cats. Oh my gosh. Lamps are always at a good price at thrift stores. This one has some potential. I like the shape of this one. I probably would maybe paint this or something. It kind of has a mid-century vibe. These are really pretty. I like the ambered glass color. It even has some like fruit details. This section looks to be 60% off, including these chairs. $4.99 or $5.99? This looks like a really pretty pendant light. $6.99. Frosted glass. Maybe too traditional for my taste. Now this is a pretty lamp. It also gives me sort of Ralph Lauren home vibes almost. I kind of like the blue accent, something different. Maybe a new lampshade. Here is an elegant glassware set. Each one is 99 cents. I think these just need a good cleaning. Now this is an interesting set. Not my style, but I appreciate the color. Oh, how cute is this? A little teddy bear cookie jar. This is the cutest thing in the world. Alright friends, so I found a couple of treasures yesterday at the thrift store. I swear, it's always the days where I'm not really like looking for anything that I find all the treasures. So I ended up going to a total of 3 thrift stores. One of them had more than the other in terms of pieces that I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for at a thrift store is sort of like vintage pieces that are of good quality, maybe handmade pottery, or something that just speaks to me. Maybe it's a different language or something that has some character, because that's the beauty about like thrift shopping, or at least vintage shopping is what I kind of more what I'm focused on, is finding things that, I don't know, that are just, they don't make them like they used to anymore. And when you incorporate things that have some character, some vintage qualities to them, that's what makes a home feel a little bit more timeless, more curated, and not so brand new. I think that's where you start to add some depth with these kind of pieces. So I did find some handmade pottery. This one is actually from 2000. I can't really read that, but it has the artist mark down there. But there is this beautiful little vase right here. It's so beautiful. It has sort of this like deep red color that just looks so wonderful. And I think this is something that you could definitely put maybe some fresh flowers in here. Or I could even envision this grouping it with another vase, such as this one. So this is another handmade little vase that I found. This one's heavier too. It's thicker, and I think this is such a good price. It also has the maker's mark, and even like grouping these two together, sort of playing off of that red color, which red is like a good accent color in a neutral space, in my opinion. But look at the glazing on this right here. It has sort of this like white, almost marble effect. It's such a beautiful little detail that I think just makes this vase so special. And I think these are really good paired together, or maybe even pair it with this one right here. This vase, well, I think it might have been a jar at one point. It looks like maybe there was a lid here, but I'm sure the lid probably was broken and they just got rid of this. And I think this could be repurposed as a like a vase or a little jar or something. I do believe it's handmade as well because it has the maker's mark, and it looks handmade. And I think this beautiful sort of almost olive color makes this really wonderful. It has some speckled effect here and there. Overall, making this just something that looks kind of old world, but then with that smooth finish, it kind of adds a bit of just makes it feel a little bit modern, but not too much. So, or even maybe using this for like holding utensils. I feel like it could be big enough for that potentially. Or maybe if you're an artist, you can take a vase and put your brushes on. Or I don't know, give me some ideas of how you can use this other than a flower vase. I feel like I'm spacing out right now. Now, I was so excited when I saw this. So these candle holders right here are sort of this like Danish mid-century style. I don't know how old they are. They look vintage, but I don't know how old they are. But they are so incredible. They have so it's a set of three. There's the small one, the medium, and the tall one. But it's sort of this like bent metal. I did a brief research. I need to look into it further, but I did some brief research online. And I've seen something similar to this. It's sort of like on Cherish. It's like a Danish one. It's kind of like a candelabra. I don't know if it's like related to that, or I'm not sure. I need to look into it further, but it's so beautiful. It has sort of this like, it's not brass, but it's like this warm metal. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like powder coated, or I'm not sure. But then it features this like beautiful sort of tapered wood detail. And then I believe brass for the actual holder part. Overall, making this kind of just like a sculptural candle holder set. And I think these are so beautiful. They're pretty tall too, so it's a good way to add maybe some height to some styling. But overall, I think these are so beautiful. And I could even take some candles from the coffee table here. By the way, I have these sort of gold tone, sort of age antique gold tone candle holders available on the shop. I will link them in the description. I think these are really beautiful and a pretty good price too. There's also the dark bronze, which is sort of like a dark brown color, but these are really beautiful. But if I put the candle here, this might be a little bit too big. Maybe it's for like a 5/8 inch candle, but I think that's really cool. Yeah, these are really beautiful. I really like the color of these as well. So such an incredible find. I think these were, can't remember the price of them. I already removed the tags, but I wonder if that's actual like walnut. That would be pretty cool. While we're on the subject of candle holders, I spotted this sort of candle holder vase situation, little footed bowl almost. I've seen something like this before, but there's always like a leg broken off or something missing, and this is at its entirety right here, which is incredible. It's that like sort of nickel, I don't know, I think that's what it is, right? It's nickel or silver finish. Of course, it has developed a patina, making it sort of like a dark pewter color almost. I mean, of course, this would look great polished, but there's something special about it in this patina form. I do need to give it a clean though, and like there's some of that melted wax in there still, but I think this is just a beautiful addition to any little styling area. I say this over and over again, but patina metal is what just it adds a level of richness and interest that I don't know, you can't, I mean, you can replicate it, but there's nothing like the real deal. So I think this is really special for sure. I also encountered this sort of vase with three little legs. I think it's extraordinary. I don't know, like, I don't know like where it's from. I don't know if it's handmade. I don't know if it's something from Fred Meyer that came out 5 years ago. I don't know. But I thought this vase was really wonderful, especially for the legs. I think that's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, but this would be a perfect vase. It kind of reminds me of something maybe like Ikebana style, something more minimalistic, more just more sculptural in its form. And I think this is of course a beautiful color, and I think today's color is red because of these vases that I had also found, and these were also at the same thrift store. So today's color is red, and if you have a red vase, bring it out, put some fresh flowers on there because there's something really beautiful about it. Another thing I always like to keep an eye out is marble or anything made out of stone, because stone, I feel like in my opinion, it just doesn't go out of style because it's stone, right? It's been around forever. And I found this right here. It used to be a pestle and mortar and pestle. Now, obviously, we're just left with this. The pestle, is it the mortar? I don't know. It's not, it wasn't with this. So this could now be used as sort of a decorative little bowl. You know, this metal is probably, not metal, the stone, I don't know, looks like maybe, I don't know, maybe granite. I'm not sure what the stone is, but it has this beautiful sort of ivory color, some beige tones, a little bit of like gray, not too much. Just making this a wonderful little decorative piece. At one point, probably used for making food or whatever, but now it's decorative, I think. So, a nice little find. I will say, there's sort of this weird feeling when you go into a thrift store and you clearly see something that was someone's like personal collection. That could either mean two things: they moved and donated everything, or somebody's grandmother passed away, or somebody passed away, period, and they donated their things. And it's kind of a weird feeling, a little bit sad almost, but also kind of happy too, because clearly this is now going to live another life because someone at the thrift store will buy it and enjoy it, hopefully. And yeah, it just comes to show you that the things that you collect, the things that I collect, maybe it's not something that people are going to want to inherit. Your kids are not necessarily going to have the same style as you or your grandkids. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a weird feeling. It's a part of life, I guess. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just a weird feeling when you see something at the thrift store, like the plates that I saw yesterday. Clearly, the decorative like wall plates. Clearly, that was someone's collection. But I wonder if that was like someone's grandmother who died. And then last but not least, I of course found these large solid brass candle holders. These are for sort of like, not votives, like pillar candles. They're a bit larger, a little bit heavier. It's like thick brass too. And overall, just making this a beautiful little pair. Of course, there's the shorter one, the taller one. And I like the fact that these are slightly different in shape, almost making them like eclectic to some extent. As you can see here, it's of course developed a nice sort of patina, which I always love. These could of course be polished up, and overall making this just a really good find. So I did find some treasures today. Nothing too much in terms of furniture. I did spot that sort of large, I guess media cabinet or entertainment center at one point, but I was kind of just interested in one of the pieces for a project, but I ended up not getting it. I guess I didn't want to break up the set, but whoever found it, I'm sure they will love it. But I was thinking of maybe like swapping out the glass on that and maybe putting some rattan or something, but I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll come across something for projects of such. But I almost forgot about this one. So this is another vase, of course, a vase that I found. So this one's kind of interesting because it's also handmade, but it has sort of this juxtaposition between this sort of matte textured detail at the bottom and at the top, contrasted with this high gloss, smooth, sort of black glazing, which I think overall making this a very interesting vase, very elegant, I think, has some beautiful curves, and it's one of those pieces that it's like a standalone piece in my opinion. Of course, perfect for flower arranging and such, but also just something that would look great on top of a stack of books or on a pedestal. You know, anything on a pedestal always looks good, but this is an incredible vase. I can't believe I found this, and it's so special. I love it. That'll pretty much be it for today's video. Just, I thought it would be fun to do a little thrift with me. So let me know if you enjoyed any of these pieces, if you're loving them. By the way, if you're looking for some vintage or pre-loved pieces, you can always find them at CasaRefinedShop.com. I'm going to be adding a ton of pieces that I've been collecting soon, and it's a good way if you don't have good thrift stores around you or antique stores. You can always shop for them online. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm going to see you. I'm gonna catch you in the next video. I actually went antique shopping and I did find some treasures that I will share in my next video. So until then, have an awesome day and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.